Hey, it's us! Awesome! Hey, Summer, just checking the MySpace real quick, and you're definitely not on AOL. I'm just making a Valentine's Day video for us because it's Valentine's Day, and we've been together for 29 months. I just, let's talk about some memories. I have some of our old love notes. I know. I was just thinking at the time we met when you were walking home from class. You dropped all your books because you tripped over a cobblestone, and I was like, I'm gonna go help you. I'm gonna save you. I walked over and I was just like, wow, your eyes were just like two real nice eyes. And I helped you up, and you're like, what's your name? And I'm like, I'm Billy. I'm Bill. And before you even said anything, all those guys with numbered shirts came over, and they were just like, hey man, watch out, we're gonna do man's work. And they made me leave, but you got in their car, and that was when I met you, and that was a pretty cool experience. I have your first note. It said, hey Bill, it was nice seeing you today, and it was nice seeing you too. There's a heart. Cool. I remember people were like, hey, she's not the type of girl that you want, but I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make it work. They kept saying something about like loose. I think that meant like you spend money, but it definitely didn't. I had to spend all the money. It's been a weird one. I'm gonna cut off for a little bit. I'm gonna find some more notes of us, and best Valentine's Day ever. Hey, I just found an old note. It said, sorry I had to miss your swim meet. Things came up. I remember all those days when we had swim meets. And I always felt bad that you couldn't make it to see me do it, because I always thought I was okay. I always finished around third. I know you were always at the football games because Brad played, and you always number 12 right on the cheeks. And because every time I go to the games there, I could never find you. It was like you were just trying to play hide and seek from me. I could never find you. You were tricky. And I know you couldn't make my games, even though they were on the same nights as football games. So you had to. He's prioritizing. He's over him. I understand over me. You couldn't visit me all the time. Remember the one time we went to church together, and like you kept staring at the preacher. I was like, what's the deal? You looked so into it because you were across the pew from me. I remember that. I took you, and I sat down first, and you just kept walking up and then sat like towards the front, and you were just staring at him, like just glazed eyes, just staring. And you stayed after church and you were talking to him. I left. I went to my grandma's. I said, you'd meet me there, and you're like, yeah. And you came back like 2 hours later, and your skin was all flustered, and you just looked tired, and you're just like, I just feel a lot closer to God now, and I need to take a walk. Hey, it's me, Bill. Summer, I'm back. I was just reminiscing on the times. You were always there for me, and I just had to add this because it's, I would get sad because I'd lose at swimming, and I'd call you, and I'd just keep calling you and calling you. I can never get you. It's like, hey, voicemail, hey, it's Summer. Thanks for calling. Bye. That's all I got from you. So I drove over that one time, and you're like, oh, my phone must be busted. I didn't hear it ring, and then sure enough, after that happened, it rang, and it's like, Brad's calling, my best friend Brad, number 12. And you're like, that phone, that's just, your phone was always just, it was crazy. Crazy phone. You and Brad were close. Brad's my best friend, but I think you guys were tight. Like, it was a nice three-way group there. We were good friends. Like, that time I went to his house to play Tetris with him, and like, oh, you were there, asleep on his bed. He was in the living room, don't get me wrong. Nothing was happening. And I'm just like, what are you doing here? You're like, oh, I had sand monsters in my bed. It was disgusting. And I'm like, I don't know what those are, but, that sounds terrifying. So, it was great friendship. Great friendship. I have another note. This was after that fight we had. About that pizza we ordered that went terrible. My grandfather still won't talk to me, but it just says stop looking at me. You forgot to put a heart in that one. I wasn't even looking at you anyway. there was a blackboard behind you. That's what I was looking at. And you know what? I just remembered something. Remember that time we went to that party with Steve's? We were at Steve's place. I know you remember this. I would hope so. I walk into that room because I thought, there was an animal attack. It sounded like there was a dog just biting the hell out of somebody. I walk in there and it's you and David. I mean, my first thought, and I know you were thinking too, was like, oh my God, you're cheating on me. I mean, he was knee deep in that, but I mean, that wasn't the case. I understand. You could have slipped. There should have been a wet, there's Taco Bell signs like the wet floor. There should have been one there because it was slippery. And 9 times out of 10, you would have fallen right into that trap. I hold no grudges against him or you. That's just, bad luck. And then, what was it, like 2 weeks ago, you told me I shouldn't bring this up for our love tape. VD, I don't know if you got it from that time you fell on David, or that time we got on the other fight and you went to the Navajo Reserve because you said big dicks are less threatening. I think it'd be the opposite. Update. Are we even a couple anymore? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm in my basement filming Love for You. This love, it's heart. And I think you're around. I think you're touching other guys. I think you won't have sex with me, but I just want to know what the fuck's going on. Brad.
What's up, dude?
What's up?
What are you up to?
Making a love film for Valentine's Day
for who?
For Summer.
Summer.
Yeah, man.
You're making a love tape for Summer.
You know that she's in the artsy stuff. She has black and white photos on MySpace with Aiden playing. She takes pictures of sunrises. That's pretty. I mean, it's black and white. You can't Photoshop
She makes her own
that.
movies. I made a movie with her once. Yeah, but it was like, dude, Summer. Like, I thought you knew.
You know what?
Summer gets around.
Like,
she hops around a little bit.
Like she goes to a lot of parties, yeah.
Yeah, and she fucks dudes there. Like other dudes. Like.
Do you fuck dudes?
What?
You
didn't know?
No, she told me she was a virgin.
Fucking me for 3 months. Hi, Summer. I just came from her house. There's glittery lip gloss all over my dick.
I buy you flowers every time we go out for lunch at the cafeteria.
So, I guess this is still for Summer. That's cool. Turns out Billy's dead, which means we have a new camera, and we can fuck. We can fuck on camera. So, just call me when you're done watching this. I guess. I guess I'll give you the tape. I'll give you the tape because I guess he would have wanted you to see it. I don't know. I'll see you in a little bit.